Today we're going to continue in the Ten Commandments, and we're looking at the Sabbath today. Let me read these verses. You've heard them a thousand times, I'm sure. Exodus 28, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On that day you shall not do any work. You or your son or your daughter or your male servant or your female servant or your livestock or the sojourner who is with you within your gates. For in the 6 days the Lord made the heaven and the earth and the sea and all that is in them, and rested on the seventh. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. Now this is a very controversial command, I think mainly because people don't want to be told what to do on any of their days. He said, remember the Sabbath day. Now basically what the Sabbath literally means is it means to cease or to stop. That God said that I want there to be a day in your life once a week where you just stop doing what you're doing, that you take a break. Now to you and I it may seem like a burden, but if you put yourself in the context of the children of Israel, they had been slaves for over 400 years. That probably rarely had a day off in their entire lives, and all of a sudden God comes in and says, I'm going to give you 52 days a year mandatory vacation. Y'all, that's 7 weeks. So God said, I want you to take a day a week, and I want you to use it with a different cadence and a different purpose. Perhaps the other 6 days you're using to serve yourself and to work for your wage. But on that seventh day, I want you to worship me. I want you to sit, and I want you to relax. I want you to use it as a time to worship me. How often have you said to other people, you know, I'd spend more time in the Bible if I had more time, but I just don't have any time. God says, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 24 hours. Let me encourage you that regardless of where you stand on the Sabbath and on the worship of the Lord's Day, whether we worship on Saturday or Sunday or whatever that is, that I would encourage you that on the day that you worship God, take that day to worship God and use that day as a time to clear your mind and to slow down and to open the Word and begin to breathe in all that God has accomplished on your behalf in Jesus Christ, and to celebrate not what you've done all week, but what He's accomplished in eternity. I would strongly encourage you to do that.